guys, this is Oля, and in this video I'm going to tell you about buying an apartment in Kyiv. You know, a lot of people ask me about this in the comments, and I think it's time to make a video about it. Also, I will make a video about renting an apartment in Kyiv because it's a little different topic, so I decided to make just two video answers on that questions. Okay, so let's start. Type of apartments. The most popular apartments in Kyiv for Ukrainians is 1 room, 2 room, 3 room apartments. It's not 1 bedroom apartments because some people consider 1 bedroom apartments that you have living room and you have 1 bedroom. But in Ukraine it's 2 room apartments. So 1 room apartments is just when you have 1 room and 1 kitchen. And kitchen is not studio because a lot of people think that it's studio apartments, but no, you can do this like studio, but by default this is not studio apartments. So 1 room, 2 room, 3 room. Also you can find 4 room apartments, 5 room apartments, but they are not so popular because they are very expensive. Also, the last time, I think it can be very interesting for you guys who wants to buy apartment in Kyiv for living just sometimes, not all the time, not for permanent living in Kyiv. So last years, Kyiv's construction companies propose smart apartments. It calls smart apartments because they are very small, you know, like 18 square meters, 20 square meters, and it's actually designed for 1 person, and everything, you know, is perfect. So no empty space. Every corner have special functions, and this is small apartments, cheap apartments, and some people say that it's pretty popular, but I don't know, because for me, as I already have family, this is not normal apartment. But I think for 1 person, especially who don't want to live in Kyiv for a long time, just want to have apartment here to come sometimes. So I think it can be very, very great variant to invest in the building, because you don't need to pay, for example, $40,000 for apartment. You can just buy for $10,000 or $15,000 the same apartment, and sometimes stay here in Ukraine and then travel again or return to your country or travel to the next country. So you can pay attention on these smart apartments. So we have some in Kyiv. It calls Smart Plaza, Smart House, also Comfort Town, Smart Apartments. This is just 3 the most popular which I know, and also there are probably smart apartments in other cities. I don't know, because you know, this is not popular for Ukrainians because it's very small. So Ukrainians try to have a little bit bigger apartment, but in Kyiv now it's really trend. So more and more companies start to build this kind of apartment, and it calls smart apartments. I will have the link about it in the description, so if you will be interested, you can see how they look and read some information. Now about prices. Prices for apartments are very, very different. Like, there is 3 prices. First, the cheapest, it's when you invest in the building. So your apartment is not ready yet. So you just invest and your apartment will be ready in a year or in a 2. So this is one price. The next price is when you buy a new apartment in the house which is already built, but there is no interior, nothing, just empty house, just new. So this is another price. It's a little bit more expensive. And the third price, the most expensive, it's when you buy a used house. It doesn't mean that someone even lived there. So it can be house where people already lived for a long time, or it can be house, like new house. This is like a very good business in Ukraine. When you buy a new house, you make a repair, you do some interior, buy furniture there, and then you resell it to other person. And this is the third price, and it's more expensive. And the difference between when you invest in the building and when you buy apartment, even without any repair, can be like a 2 price. So for example, you can buy a new apartment, let's say 1 bedroom apartment. Real price in Kyiv starts from $30,000. It's better even to say $35,000. So if you buy apartment for $35,000 in the process of building, then when this house will be finished, the price will be $45,000, kind of this. But if you want to buy it in some owner already who already buy it, it can be like $40,000. So 40 or 45 if he already do some repair and finish it, it can be 60, $75,000, kind of this. So in the process, you can, in the beginning, this apartment costs $35,000, but then you can buy it for 70 even. So it depends from interior. But it can be a great way for people who don't want to spend time about all of the things. When you buy an apartment, how it looks. So there are also very different variants. So most companies, they propose apartments so when you buy it already ready in your house. It can be just bricks and nothing more. So you need to do everything by yourself. Actually, you don't need to do everything by yourself, because this company which build house, they most of the time can do repair, but you need to pay extra money for that. So you don't be scared that you need to now to look for some people who need to do everything for you. No, you can have a deal with the same company which sell you apartment, so they can make a repair for you. Also, so most of the time it can be just bricks and nothing more. Another type of apartments, they propose plaster on the walls, and but also this is not final interior. So anyway, you need to paint the walls, you need to have some flooring, and of course buy furniture. And the third kind of apartments, which we also have in Kyiv, new apartments, that they building company do everything for you, so you just come and live there. It's also possible. So it depends from company, depends from apartments, because money is a very big issue. And also I need to say that I noticed, for example, in the United States, people don't care about interior so much. So they come to house, see, oh, it's okay, you know, it's normal, here is a sofa, here is the kitchen, and I think a lot of American, I don't want to say that it's true, maybe I'm wrong, but as I see all American houses, for me they look the same, really. The same brown sofa in the living room, the same wooden kitchen, like, you know, it's very, very similar. White doors everywhere. I think maybe it's a kind of tradition, or I don't know, like traditional style of houses, but Ukrainians are very high demanded to interior, and no one builders want to care about it and want to deal with Ukrainians who said, I don't like the light floor, I want dark floor, or I want a wallpaper just, or I totally don't want wallpaper and something else. So they don't want to deal with this kind of people. They just, I will give you bricks, I will give you plaster walls, and do everything what you want. Okay, about region, where to buy apartment. You know, there is just one region in Kyiv, which can I say, Poznyky and Sokorki, which I showed you in the video. This is a totally new area. So it was built built just 20 years ago, and people who buy the apartment there, they are mostly young people, people with children, young families, you know, and mostly like people who have money, because they have money to buy apartment. In every other region of Kyiv, there are a lot of old houses, you know, different people live there. Sometimes houses can be looks very poor, or people can be very weird. It depends from the region, very much depends, but this is not my meaning that Poznyky and Sokorki is a good region. It's just a general opinion in Kyiv that this is a new region, young region, and that's very perspective, very clean, and very good. Prices are the same here as in any other like parts of Kyiv. As I said, it's mostly time depends from a level of houses, of different things, you know, of houses, of building company. but not most of the time just about region. Only if you want to buy the house exactly in the center of town, so price of course will be more expensive. But center of town is not popular for people who like for regular people, because you know there is no kindergarten, there is no schools. Of course there are some, but they are like far from from houses, for example, because here is the children playgrounds and schools or actually in every yard, and it's better for families who have children because it's more convenient for them. And also supermarkets, big shopping malls, they're also not located in the center of town. So center of town in Kyiv, it's mostly touristic place and administrative. So there are a lot of ministry, administration of president, banks, something like that. The most popular cafes, also for tourists. But this is not the best place for living. The best place for living is just some region like Obolon, Pozняки, Osokorki, maybe Holosivsky region, but I don't like this region so much because for me it looks like kind of industrial. Obolon is very popular, and I will show you also in other videos how this region looks. But for me Obolon is, there are, you know, very expensive houses or very poor houses that don't have something in the middle, so very luxury or kind of very poor areas. But again, this is only just my opinion. In general, it's very good region. I don't want to offend everyone. Okay, and finally about prices. The one-room apartment in Kiev, new apartment, will cost from $35,000. From $35,000 and more, so it's the smallest, the cheapest apartment without no interior. You need to understand this. The next apartment, like two-bedroom apartment, will cost from $45,000. Three-bedroom apartment will cost from $55,000, kind of this. And now another part of my video, I had an opportunity to see some apartments for sale, as you asked me in the comments. So I will show you this, I will show you a price for it, but most of the time it's used apartments, so prices so much depends from interior. You need to understand this. But anyway, you can have some imagination how they looks, and I hope it will help you to make some decision. And also guys, I want to say you that if you want to buy apartment in Kyiv, especially used apartment, and you're looking for real estate, and you are looking for their website and see very great apartment for very awesome price, it's better to check it before come to Ukraine and buy it, because you know very often they show one apartment, so you will call them, but they said, you know, this apartment is already sold, but we have another one very good also. But this is very popular way to find a new client, so they will show the best apartment for the cheapest price, and when you call them, they try to sell you everything what they have. So if you want to check apartment before you come to Ukraine, I can meet real estate agent and I can go filming everything like I did this before, and you will see now in the video, and show you everything how it looks like, so you can have some imagination if it's real apartment or not, if you make sense to come to Ukraine now for this apartment, or maybe you can still wait for something else. And I think we will arrange with you all the details, so you can write me in the comments or you can write me on the mail, and I will find what I can do for you and how I can help you to set up in Kyiv. Love you guys all, waiting for your comments. Hope this video will be very helpful for you. As always, your Oля from Ukraine. Bye!